Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Nisi, and today is Saturday, November I believe, 16th. And today I'd like to take a little bit more time than usual for the inspirational or motivational minute because there's a chapter that I'm reading that's called Enlightenment and Liberation. And I wanted to read more than a few verses from each ascended being so that we can kind of get more of an understanding and a good comparison between all four of the ascended masters. So let me slide these on, and it begins as such. The chapter again is Enlightenment and Liberation. It says, I have only one purpose: to make man free, to urge him towards freedom, to help him to break away from all limitations. For that alone will give him eternal happiness, will give him the unconditional realization of self. And it is from J. Krishna Maruta. That is the foreword or the beginning introduction. Reading from Yeshua. And there are 4 sections for each ascended being, so I'm going to just go through each one as we read. The first one is from Yeshua, and it is from the Gospel of the Savior. It states, I have defeated the world, so do not let the world defeat you. I am free of it. You too can be free of it. Krishna states, when lust and anger have been transcended, when your heart is under control, when you have become self-realized, you are free now and forevermore. And that is from the Bhagavad Gita. And from the Dharmapartha, from Buddha, he states, when freed from that which binds, when the lust for life has come to an end, one is not born again. He is released now and forevermore. Coming from the Shang Zhao from Lao Tzu, it states, when there are no more desires and no more needs, and nothing attracts you, then you are free. I'm going to read that one more time. When there are no more desires and no more needs, and nothing attracts you, then you are free. Going back to Yeshua, the Gospel according to John, it states, everyone who has heard and learned from the Father comes to me. From the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, he states, he who acts for me alone, who has me as his goal, who is free from attachment, who is devoted to me alone, and who holds nothing against anyone, he enters me. From Buddha, from one of the sutras, it states, when he has freed himself and understood hidden knowledge, he crosses over to the other shore. There he will stand on dry land. And from Lao Tzu, reading from the Tao Te Ching, to know the Tao is to be enlightened. To be one with the Tao is bliss. Then you may die, but you will not perish. Yeshua states from the Gospel of the Truth, when life's trials are at an end and one is awakened, everything appears differently. That it does. This is attained by those who have overcome ignorance through knowledge. They have realized that life is no more than a dream. From the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna states, those who go beyond religion and seek me, the self, cross over the illusion to me. Wow. I'm going to read that again. Those who go beyond religion and seek me, the self, cross over the illusion to me. The Buddha, reading from the Buddha, it states, if wakefulness is always maintained, then dreams pass away naturally. When the mind ceases to discriminate, all things become as one. From Lao Tzu, from the Cheng Azu, it reads, the mind which has attained wisdom and peace becomes a mirror of all creation. And from Yeshua, reading from the Pistis Sophia, because you have renounced all things, endured all sufferings from one incarnation to the next, you have become pure light. Now you become king in the kingdom of light. I'm going to read that one more time. Listen. Because you have renounced all things, endured all sufferings from one incarnation to the next, you have become pure light. Now become king in the kingdom of light. From the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna states, those who meditate on the ruler of all things, whose form cannot be seen and whose essence cannot be known, passes through the fog of illusion into the sun of enlightenment. And from one of the sutras, Buddha states, the hero who has freed himself of all that has bound him has achieved peace. The one is enlightened. And from the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu states, like glass, polish your inner vision until it becomes spotless. Wow. When I saw that today, when I was reading it, I was like, yeah, I got to share it with you guys. I got to share that with you because it was powerful to me. It moved me, my inner being. I was like, that's it. Hit the nail right on the head. As you see, all four of those ascended beings and their teachings were compared. And make no mistake, as I said before in other videos, that there have been hundreds of them. And there's always a duality. That which we are not taught, you have to research for yourself and you have to find that. As it comes as a male ascended master, there is also a female ascended master. And I will take the time out, hopefully in the next coming weeks and months, as the Creator sees fit, I will read those sayings from those females to you as well. I dare say that you will not be able to tell the difference between the two, but I will read them nonetheless because I want to share them with you because I think it's interesting and at best it's something different that you won't see on social media all the time. To me, when I sum those scriptures up, I think of us being an immaterial man, an energy, a spirit that assumes this form, that's brought into this dimension or this realm. And I think that when you come into this world, as I stated in previous videos, you are in an illusion, a dream state. And I think that you reincarnate over and over and over and over again. Yeshua talks about that as well. Many of the Ascended Masters talk about reincarnation and having karma and having to work that out and being able to progress to the next level or to the next dimension. I was always taught that when you leave this body or when you leave this world, that you go to a place of rest according to your deeds. But now that I am reading and I see, when I look at all these scriptures, there's differences and there are comparisons. Some you can compare and there are differences, but what I have seen and what I have read with my own two eyes and what my understanding is that you continue to grow. And if you have not worked out your soul salvation or the inner workings of the inner you, and I'm not talking about the physical, I'm talking about the spirit, the energy, what you have to work out, you may come back in a different form, in a different body, in a different person, way across on another side of the planet, different family, what have you, until you work that out. I dare say when you read and you hear certain things, it may trigger something within you and go, I've always known that. I've known that what this person is saying is true, but I can't put my finger on it. Or you may have deja vu and you may be driving somewhere, or you may meet someone and you go, do I know you from somewhere? Because it seems like we've met before. And I dare say you probably have. But hey, I'm not teaching anything false. I'm not giving you guys any extra ad-libbing material. The knowledge is there. The information is there. You just have to seek it and find it. I'm just bringing it to the forefront to give you something to think about. So to sum it up quickly, I think of once you work out whatever you need to work out as an individual on your life path or journey, then I believe, yes, at some point you do transcend. I dare say that we are caught in a dream state or an illusion when we're here, and we may come back many times to work out whatever we have to work out. Only you know that. Only the inner you know that. Whether you believe it or not, it is written, and you can believe the words of Yeshua or Krishna or Buddha or Muhammad or Lao Tzu. There are hundreds of them. But I dare say that until your journey and your path is complete in this realm, you don't get to move on into the next. And I dare say materialism, money, education, family, all these things here on this realm or this planet and this earthly plane, it will consume you, and it can tie you down and hold you back. I understand now what the Creator was stating, or let me clarify that, what Yeshua was saying, or Jesus was saying, when he said that you need to get rid of everything, all of your material possessions, and follow me. And I can kind of understand that now, because if you are tied to your physical life, your car, your home, work, everything that you have here, I can see how you can put all those things above the Creator, above the inner you, your higher consciousness, because you're not taking time out to sit, shut down the thoughts in your mind, and just let the Creator come to you and talk. And it's hard. It is very challenging to sit there and not have thoughts of things you have to do. I have laundry, I have bills I got to pay, I got to go meet this person, I got to take care of this for work, I've got to cook dinner, I've got things I have to do. I don't have time to sit in a dark room and just shut my mind out. You got to condition yourself. I'm human just like you. Only I recognize that there are certain things that we must do as individuals in order for us to grow and to progress. And I dare say that me speaking to you, or a man or another woman preaching or teaching you in services, you know this information. You know it to be true. You know in your heart what you know. And I dare say that no matter who tells you whatever, you have to be comfortable and you have to do what's best for you in your own life. I'm simply saying, seek within. Continue to do your work, your teachings, read, study, read, pick up a book, read. Back away from social media, back away from TV, back away from going out, back away from watching sporting events. Take some time away and just get out and walk in nature. I find that when I turn off the TV and all the digital distractions, I'm more at peace. I now find that if I do watch TV, I dare say I have to fast forward to the commercials. And I'm now trying to do at least a couple of hours, a week. I turn it on when I get dressed in the morning, and I may listen to the weather really quick, but I'm not really listening anymore. I feel that I'm growing more, and now I don't have the patience to hear all that outer extra noise in my head. I don't need to hear that. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it other than the fact that when you get to a certain level, or when you get to a certain point, you just don't have time for that. I don't know how to explain it. You just don't have time for the distractions. It's irritating. It's not soothing, and I'm not pulled in. I'm not drawn in to what's on TV anymore. I like to listen to music, but I don't like listening to all that rap and all the talking. Instrumental, yes, and if it's a beautiful voice, yes, but I I don't know. I'm changing. I'm changing right in front of you guys' eyes. For those of you who know me, I don't have the patience like that. I'm drawn to things that are soothing, and when I say soothing, I mean it's not a lot of conflict, not a lot of noise, peace and tranquility, and just a calmness or a stillness now that I have inside of me and that I experience around me and where I go. I mean, I don't like a lot of noise. I don't like, and sometimes you can't control that. I understand that, but now I'm changing, and I think that once you start to research and read, just pick up the books that I told you to, or continue reading your scriptures every day, every night, whatever you do. If you decide to pick up another book, that's great. Pick up one that you've never read before in a different ancient text. Just try it and see. I think that your consciousness will shift. And I guess that's what's happening to me, is my consciousness is shifting. Anyway, do not want to be long-winded. I know that I have been, but I just feel like I had to share that reading with you because it moved me. It moved me, my inner me. And I felt like after yesterday's video, I wanted to share that with you so that you guys can hear it for yourself. I read all four of I've read four of the Ascended Masters and their teachings and what they had to say, and you can see the similarities for yourself. Now, I will say that yes, every religion has its own practices, and yes, they do have more text than what I'm reading, and there are differences, I dare say, yes. But if you sit down and you start studying each one, just opening up another one, you don't even have to study all of them, you just study more than one, you will find that there are similarities there. And hopefully it will help you grow. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope this has helped in some way. I hope this has opened your eyes or made you think. Hopefully it resonated within you. And remember, as I always say, rest in peace, love, and power, and be the change that you want to see around this planet. I love you. Bye.